Welcome back to another episode of the RADelaide Summit podcast. This week's episode we cover Keystone teamy James Moriarty joins us. Gravel Nats have been run and won. Poggy won another race, who would have thought. Alex is now a brickie, a tiler and an ultra hiker, and much, much more. Come along for the ride.
If you're new to the podcast and haven't listened before, each week we scour the Strava leaderboards, watching you do your efforts up Norton Summit and discuss them here on the podcast, whether you like it or not. There's a chance we might shame you. We promise not to name you personally, and the odds are high we'll probably shame ourselves because we are definitely not as fast as you. Look, at the end of the day, our goal is to encourage and celebrate everyone going up Adelaide's best hill climb, Norton Summit, and reaching their own goals. So with that, let's introduce ourselves. We are your summiteers, Wang.
G'day.
Kashi.
Ciao, ciao.
James.
Hi there.
And I am Alex. Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners, to another RADelaide Summit podcast.
Yes, as always, we need to know what's been happening on or around the summit this week. Sir Wang.
Hello, how are we all?
Good, good, good. Thank you for asking.
Yes,
really
thank
polite
you.
of you the last few days. It's
Thank you,
awkward.
Matthew.
Well, we've only spoken the last few days because you had me muted for
Got a bit
the
of a glow going on.
previous
I know.
72 hours to that.
It's like
didn't you?
Wang's pregnant or something.
Yeah.
I'm ovulating.
Do you need me to fan you? Like
No, I'm okay. Nah. Wang's week. What
before
did we
you
do?
start. When was the last time you went up Summit?
Yesterday. With you, James.
Yeah, yesterday. Confirmed.
Okay.
Oh, confirmed sighting.
Confirmed. Yeah. Confirmed.
Wang in the
It
wild?
did actually
Why
happen.
do you think I don't go up there?
I'm just wondering because I remember when we started the podcast, you kind of were the infotainment for the people.
Yeah,
I
you
was.
and, you and Shamoy
You and
were.
Shem, wow.
Yeah,
and now we're
Shem.
both shit
Runners.
and retired. He's a runner, I'm a
Crashing on mountain
hiker.
bikes.
You're in AF every week and it's too hot.
Yeah, correct. I showed a bit of AF on Friday, actually.
Really?
Yeah, went up to
What was
like
this?
207.
Whoa.
Getting out of the shower.
No. So, happens every now and then.
No, does it?
Get old. So, anyway, Monday. What did I do this week? Not the standard copy-paste week for me.
Why
So,
not?
just life got busy and kids and family and stuff. You know how it is, Alex. I only did 513k this week, so 16 hours, so well down on my average 800. So it's fair to say I won't be seeing 40,000 this year. Monday, I tried to get you out for a ride, but you were still ignoring me at that time on Messenger. So just me and Leo went out for a little loop. Tuesday, bit of Zwift. Wednesday, Zwift and Waterfall Gully on Wednesday night. Thursday, once again, Zwift. Friday, did a little Clarendon loop on the public holiday. And then yesterday,
Been
did
resurfaced
the...
out that way.
Huh?
It's been resurfaced.
Yes,
out
I
that way.
know. It is beautiful out
Is it
there.
good?
Have you been on it?
Mate, I've just been erging.
Yeah, true. It's been like that for 12 months, mate.
Yeah, still been erging.
Saturday did the TD loop, which is like the Chop Vigilante group. So that was a nice little
Why
nice
wouldn't you
little
do
loop.
Chop?
Because it's shit.
Oh.
Worst bunch ride in Adelaide.
No, it is. Whoa.
Yeah.
Petite perineum, on behalf of Alex and I, we apologise.
We disagree.
I don't apologise. And then today, just some Zwift in the morning, had a bit of a sleep in, and then Nate had footy today. He was first round back for the season. He was supposed to play 2 games, but he got injured in the last quarter of the last game, so he only played the one, and they got fucking pumped by Henley by 71 points. So I think he might have
71
Absolute
points.
thrashing.
faked the injury to get off in the last quarter. I reckon.
You know what? I don't blame him.
I don't blame him. Which actually worked out quite well because at the start of he was on 97 games at the moment. So if he'd played 2 games today, he would have been at 99 games, and his 100th would have been next weekend, which I would have missed. Yeah,
12 years old, played 100 games.
yeah.
shit.
So I would have missed his 100th next week if he did play 2 games today. So luckily, his 100th will be the week after.
Local legend.
Yeah, he is. So
Like his dad.
no, gets everything from me. Yeah, apple doesn't fall far.
Except for the savviness.
That was my week. What about yourself,
I
Alex?
also like, for the listeners, Wang's dot pointing has become very, very brief.
It is.
Just like
I know what it means.
uni student. It's like hiragana or something over there.
Far from a uni student. I didn't even finish school, mate.
What's been happening for me? It's been... When did we have a pod?
2 weeks.
ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
2 weeks ago, yeah. So pretty consistent biking, about 10 hours or just over. The real
The real
hours
chamois.
stuck in there.
Yeah.
Love
However, I've been complementing that with about 20 k's of hiking, which is another 4,
What's that in hours? Yeah.
4 hours.
Okay,
Yeah.
yep.
Like to that in about 4 hours. Except this week I went over to Brisbane.
Why were you there?
Sorry?
Why were you there?
My sister and I are doing Kokoda in August.
That's right.
Yes.
So we wanted to see how she fared doing like a 6-hour hike.
Yeah.
6 hour hike. What the fuck?
So
With
we
packs.
With packs.
Yeah,
Well,
nice.
not like big packs, but just
No.
camel
10 packs?
Yeah.
10 packs. Yeah.
I was like
Dude, that would be the
I said about
greatest
that.
thing ever. So we did almost 30 k's in Mapleton National Park.
Lovely.
With 1,000 metres of climbing. My sister cracked it like hard at the 20k mark.
Yeah.
You
And
take after your brother.
dummy spit. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she genuinely was like, I cannot walk another step, which was fair because we'd climbed a fair bit of vert.
How much of it was it?
1,000 metres almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So then ran the last 3 k's to get the car, then go back and pick her up.
Oh, she full bonked on a
Yeah,
hike.
that's it. She was done. But she thoroughly enjoyed that first beer, so did I, and the second
Yeah,
one after
delicious.
that was delicious.
You said that someone died in that national park the
Same
day
national
after.
park, 2 days later, someone fell 80 metres to their death. Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah. So we were pretty high up. Like we were going up and down the valleys a couple of times. So
Mm.
it's good fun.
Doesn't sound like it.
Mate, we're doing 50. Before
Road to Kokoda, I call it.
yeah.
Yeah, love it.
I have been doing some bricklaying at home.
Where?
Mm-hmm.
I need to come and see it, don't I?
I've
Yeah.
removed a door and a window at the back wall where the old bathroom or new bathroom's gone in.
Yeah.
That is a fucking hard trade.
Mate, if
Pretty-
petite
pretty-
Perineum can do it,
yeah.
anyone can.
Yeah, but
Oh.
like I get drunk in the morning and
piss
then
you
I
off?
start laying bricks. I don't know how they get the bricks straight after drinking so much.
No. Well, he can do it.
Oh, leave him alone. So yeah, that's ruined my shoulder.
Yeah, right.
And then I went over to Brisbane and did tiling for the first time. It's like little mini bricks.
I saw the splashback that you did. It was a good
good.
job.
Looks good.
Not
Pretty
bad.
happy with it.
That's in the Keystone offices?
Keystone office in Brisbane.
Yep.
For your project advisory needs.
Yeah.
All
keep
finished
going.
over there now? Or is there any more jobs to be done?
Queen Laquifa has to do some grouting and some siliconing and finish the green wall.
He's over there next week, I think he said.
Last couple of days I did sort of the small team ride yesterday. We dragged Miss Piggy up from Clarendon to the top of Cherry Gardens for a whopper PB.
I have ridden that road. Yes, it is nice.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Sorry.
You just remembered?
Yeah, I did.
So there was me, Cider, Lukey, Miss Piggy, smashing it back up there.
Was Keystone Pete went out as
No,
well?
he turned back for home, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then just a cruisy one today, 60-ish Ks.
Nice.
Come down, come
Loving
to
it.
visit me, but I didn't see you.
Nope.
Maybe this week
Nope.
your dreams will come true.
You come visit me?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Kashi.
2 weeks. Went to a little south coast New South Wales town called Merimbula. Saw my brother. Did a bunch of surfing and like some of the locals. Oh, actually went and worked in stores on Saturday, Easter Saturday, just to help out.
In store?
Yeah,
like on
yeah,
the cash
yeah.
on the checkout?
Stacking the shelves.
Facing up the
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Yep. So it was...
Any eggs in there? They're hard to get by.
No, it was good. It was fine. It was a really good store, actually. So a little town, just absolutely getting pumped by just everyone. And
Yeah.
yeah.
People just go crazy when the shop shut down for 4 days, like when there's an Easter.
It wasn't even
Easter.
shut for 4 days.
No,
It was just one day.
Yeah, that's why they think it's going to be shut for 4 days
I
and
know,
it's
it
shut
was
for one.
ridiculous. But no, it was cool. Get in there, put the get the hands dirty, so to speak.
Yeah.
So it was good. And one of the guys said it was the best surf in 20 years, so I was pretty stoked. Got to get some good waves with my brother.
You got the board out.
Yeah,
brother
he
had
had
a spare
enough
one.
boards for everyone.
Yep.
So Rach got out too. It was great.
Did I see you guys do some hike? Or something?
We did a hike yesterday.
That was yesterday, wasn't it?
With 1G Rose. We did horse nose again.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty keen. So she loves just like, yeah, I love it. sorry, sports fans. Just play by play. My Kel is just commentating. Sorry, Alex's Kel is just
Alex's Kel,
commentating
thank
on
you.
the Bizza that we are currently drinking. Well, I am anyway. But overall, holidays. I went camping also at Waipinga, G and I.
Like tent camping?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
just for a night. Yeah, down at Waits.
Oh, I did see you.
And the
play some
surf was
marshmallows.
pumping again, so I had a bit of FOMO, but that's okay. Did marshmallows and all that, and then a couple of ergs. I still hit 4 hours, which is good. Just a little cheeky one, and then I'm home this week. I'm very excited to get back into routine, so I can try and get fit.
Shitty weather at the start of the week, but I think the weekend's going to be all right.
That's right. Both my bikes I've got in for a service.
Oh, okay. So you'll be ergon anyway.
Yep.
This is something different.
Ergon.
Yeah.
Ergon.
Now, yeah, and that's about it. Jimmy, what's happening?
Yeah, I've been crawling back from a break, actually. So,
Love it.
Track Nationals about a month ago. Had a week off after that. Got sick, so that sort of blew out to 10 days and had a week back on the bike. Got sick again over the Easter weekend. So this has been sort of first solid week back. Just read off the training peaks.
Love it. Yeah, what is a solid week for a professional? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I
sort
love
of
that.
800 Ks, 30 hours. But
Nice. Oh,
No.
I'm not a professional, though.
30 hours, though. Don't you do it?
no,
He
no.
does it a bit slower
We
than
do
me.
not, did not get those sort of Ks out.
Because mine's on Zwift, so it's got a higher average.
So, had gym Monday, Friday, and did a little marketplace pickup on Monday for a bit of Rico. Went out on the gravel on Tuesday and Thursday with Josh. Some SEs on Wednesday.
Ooh.
Up Norns do the SEs.
Yeah, SEs up Norton. Too scarred for Ansties.
Shit.
And did 4.5 yesterday with Timmy's bunch and Wang. And
It's a good little bunch. Good.
good.
Yes, did it Saturday. Oh,
Yeah.
do like a post chop bunch. Is that what
No, just meet 7:30 at the bottom of Norton's. Like I said, it's a chop breakaway bunch.
Oh,
People don't
No
like it.
affiliation.
no affiliation.
No, don't want to be affiliated with it.
Oh.
It's just like basically a super sleep, but a little bit longer.
Endurance.
We go to, rather than turning at Lobie, they go to Charleston and then Mount Torrens and then Birdwood.
Good look.
To be fair, we did make just about every stop that Supers does. Plus the bakery stop. But no, it was a good ride.
We did
Great
the bakery
ride.
stop at Birdwood.
Got up corkscrew in 54.30. My front derailleur was cool.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did see when I was riding home, old mate Josh was coming down Monty. Did you keep going up to the top of Norton?
No, I couldn't. Once I got off Cork, I was straight down Monty, but he
Wonder where, because I saw
Just
him and wonder where
pinned
he
it.
went then.
just pinned it straight away from me.
Oh, he was further down past Newton, so he would have turned.
I went across to Norton afterwards. Yeah.
Righto. Okay, yeah.
But no, he's pretty keen to get away from me.
Was he?
Yeah, carried on for another 200 Ks.
Yeah, I know. This guy's a cooker. It's the first time I've ridden with him. I don't know. Timmy's found him. I don't know if Timmy's
Yeah, you should get him on the pod.
mentoring him or coaching him at the moment, or I don't know what he's doing. But for his 22nd birthday, he did 22,000 metres of vert. Just
In one ride.
On the freeway.
up and down the freeway.
I love him.
Yeah,
798 Ks.
Best mate.
700
98.
Yeah, he didn't even get to
in
800
in
Ks.
one ride.
It was 1K, yeah. 53 hours.
Holy
Slept in the dirt
Did he sleep?
on the side
Did
of
you just take
on the side of the
fucking
freeway with the fucking goats. Yeah. What
Did
did
you
you do for your 22nd birthday?
speed? 22nd birthday. I was raising a child.
Yeah, I was too.
Yeah.
What did you? I probably did 22 pills on my 22nd birthday and raising a child. What did you do, Alex?
Probably something similar.
Probably
what'd you do
changed
on your
22 nappies.
Raise a child.
What did you do for your 22nd?
Jimmy's only
Can't even
21. No one can remember
No.
them, of course.
No. Yeah, and then so yesterday he continued on to do 300
Jesus.
after he left us.
Like April.
He did 200 the day before.
Ugh. All right.
Yeah. He's just yeah.
Here's me
Cooker.
just going, I would like to do some Ks this week. This guy has just
He's done 500 in
holy
2 days.
fuck.
He was talking about, because we pressed on a bit going up basket.
Yeah.
He's saying, oh, geez, I was suffering up that second climb. And he said everyone else looked like they were chilling, but
No.
we got to the top and everyone started talking about how hard it was.
Yeah, well, me and you were on the front, and I was doing just under 400. You said you were doing 400, and then Tom Cornish come as well, and he's switched over to endurance.
Has
now.
he?
We didn't drop him up basket range,
And that's
There you go.
endurance at 400 watts.
and I was like, Jesus, how many watts were you doing, mate? Like he's still huge.
I was
Yeah,
going to
within
say
400
small
plus.
man. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, small legs. Super small.
Yeah, I was watching it. So.
But yeah, just 98 kilometres today to round out
You didn't round out anything today.
No, you couldn't round out to 100.
Round up. 19 hours 40 for the week.
Beautiful. That's a good
go.
one.
So James's TSS score there.
Yeah, I
is
didn't
only
see.
68.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I did.
amazing.
I'm crawling back.
No.
The Wang's come up with
I
134.
love that. I love that.
Yeah, I think mine is about that. That's, well, compared to what it can be, is
52. It's fine.
135.
There you go.
That's what you said, didn't you?
I've got your login.
Yeah. Yeah, 135. My
Change
form-
your weight in there to make
minus
things
7.
funny.
My weight is up a bit.
Really?
Like sitting at about 70 at the moment.
Really?
Jesus
First
Christ.
in my life, I've been lighter than you soon.
Really?
Just lean on the bench.
Yeah. I was waiting for that.
Anyway,
Shit.
Let's talk about Jimmy.
let's talk about Jimmy.
Got some questions for him, haven't we?
What do you use for hair product?
It's looking pretty good.
Nothing,
Right?
actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
just a la natural.
All natural.
No, so for all the listeners, you're a current pro cyclist with the 4X team. What is that?
No, I
Right,
took
cheek
that out.
man. With the
I said for the Australian track team.
No, it says for the 4X.
Yeah, it does.
4X team. I mean,
Anyway,
God's country.
Great
4X or
Northern.
BB, one of the two.
I went to a pub in Brisbane that didn't serve 4X.
That'd be very rare.
Probably a good pub.
It was very good pub. Much nicer. But no, can you tell us a little bit about how your bike journey began and how you got to your level today?
Yeah, so that is Australian cycling team on the track and cage body wrap on the road. I started off when I was 7, I reckon.
7.
My mum did a sort of charity triathlon with some of our neighbours. We had 3 houses that were quite close friends. And she, just went to do this triathlon. It was sort of like swim in a pool and ride around a car park or something. But we all went to watch because, it was nice and easy to watch. So we all went and had a look and thought, yeah, this is actually pretty cool. Like, I can swim, I can ride a bike, I can run. We all got into it. So my brother and I, 2 girls from one other house and then 2 girls from another house on the street. We all got into it, all the parents and the kids, and did this triathlon for a year or 2 around Queensland, but got pretty obvious pretty quick that the bike, I was pretty strong on the bike, doing the fastest bike legs. This is obviously at a very local level,
Local age.
at a
yeah.
junior age. But when I was 7 was my first year racing on the bikes, under 9s.
Nice.
Sick.
Didn't even know they went that young.
Yeah, so whatever, that was 17 years or something.
Yep.
And just, sort of made my way, found that talent pretty quick. I live, as it turned out, sort of 5 minutes from Muzz, the crit track in Brisbane, and then again 5 minutes from the velodrome.
Yep.
Everyone at Balmoral Cycling Club, they were super helpful.
Good club.
Yeah, great club. Really helpful, sort of, because I have no family history in the sport. Just teaching myself and my parents and my brothers how to ride, how to race, and just, really helping out. So just carried that on through juniors.
What was your first track experience like? Do you remember?
Yeah, or loosely, it was concrete 333 at the old Chandler track.
Chandler track, yeah.
At that point, obviously, there was no wooden track in Brisbane or in Queensland, for that matter. Louise Jones, still commissarying and coaching today. She was a junior coach back then. Would have been on a Hillbrick, I reckon, one of those blue Hillbrick frames. It was pretty terrifying. I more clearly remember the first indoor track. Under 15s, they had the National Junior Track Series, and it was in Sydney, and you sort of walk up, pretty similar to Brisbane these days, but you walk up this big ramp from below the infield, and obviously the track's sort of 7 meters wide as it is, and then you're starting 5 meters below it on this ramp. So just looking up this 2 or 3 story building.
It is super daunting.
Yeah.
Like, even like, you know, I'm probably like all of you that have raced in a wooden indoor. Like it's no outdoor. Hey, like you kind of go, shit, how am I supposed to go all the way
how do I
up
stay
there?
up
Like,
there?
Yeah.
especially if you're a young grommy. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so at that point we, because Queensland had no wooden track, we were sort of just given 15 minutes to get on the track before the first day's warm-up, and then there was just
Wow.
200 kids come all out on the
Fire.
track doing their warm-up at this NJTS.
Holy shit. That's wild.
Yeah, so just carried on through sort of junior nationals, junior worlds, under 19 on the track, and that was sort of the start of the sort of track focus for me. And then so that was 2018, 2019, and 2021 moved down to Adelaide for the academy. And 23, yeah, full team.
How good. Would you say that you, like, not that you had an indoor there, but did you enjoy the track? Did you enjoy the process? Like, was that something you enjoyed as opposed to the road, or was it?
Yeah, through juniors, sort of, I don't think it really ever stood out, but I always did enjoy the track, yeah. But it was probably more that junior worlds experiences that was, just made the pathway a bit clearer.
A little bit of a fire.
And start to sort of realize, yeah, you could do it at the highest level.
That's cool. What about inspiration-wise, like your journey, like you just went through? Like, what was the biggest inspiration?
Yeah, probably just the people. The people around me. So a lot through the club. Louise Jones, Jim Cockrell, who sadly passed a few years ago. He was another one of the junior club coaches. Nick Formosa, my first QAS coach, and David Betts, who's taken over from him but was helping out for those couple of years. It was just all those people around me that were just putting work in for junior cycling in Queensland, because it's incredibly strong at the moment. Just ridiculous what these kids are doing, but it wasn't not always like that at all. So there's been a lot of work going into it, and it was pretty cool to be at the front, the sort of forefront of that, watching it as I was progressing myself.
Super cool. What do you got, Wang?
The important one. What is your current Norton PB? And can you tell us about the ride and the effort that day?
One moment, sports fans.
Was it
Yes.
solo? Was it
Jimmy
in
to
a
get into his
bunch?
Strava.
I do remember the ride.
While they're doing that, sports fans, just let you know Jack Robinson's won the Rip Curl Pro at Bells Beach. Thanks, sports fans. That's it.
Who's he?
I do
Aussie.
have it on file.
It'll be up
Okay,
in a
yeah,
Kelly
we'll
Slater.
get it up on the file. It's 12.
It's 12,
He's retired, mate.
Oh, fuck.
What do we got?
That's what Kashi's got written in here.
No, it's not. It's like a 12 something.
I get a name change then.
Yeah, you do. Yes.
12:56.
No,
Nah,
I think
it's quicker than that.
12:14 or something.
Yeah.
it?
It's
Faster
just
than that?
above sub 12, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
You haven't made it on the podcast.
I do remember the ride.
You
It
started
was,
at the
I
front
love this.
and everyone gypped you off, I reckon.
Yeah, no, it was a supers ride.
Supers, yeah.
So we were going into this. It was actually my first and only super. Oh no, first of two supers. And yeah, I thought my PB, because 12:56 going into that ride. So I think I must have thought it was 11:56 or something. So we were going over the top, and I was whatever, like just outside 12, sort of 30 seconds off the PB, but ended up taking 30 seconds off my PB. Yeah, so that was a solid one. Very spicy the whole way through basket.
Of the
and-
bunch that day, and everyone else started behind.
Yeah, well, I jumped
quicker
on at the
times.
tower, so I was at the front as they came through.
Do you know what is wild? Like, we talk about the summit. There's only 145 people on Strava that have done a sub 12 in the world. That's wild.
And there's like 90,000 or something that's been up there, isn't there?
Yeah, 120
Well,
of them did it on one
I'm
day.
currently looking. I'm
Before
looking
the
at
tour come
leaderboard.
this year, I was like 30th.
What'd you
on
say?
the-
12
on the segment.
What? 12.
15, 16.
14.
Look. Okay.
And after 2 down underwent, I ended up being, now I'm like 130th. Dogs.
Matches your age.
IQ.
Whilst we're waiting for Cashy to pick up that
You
info,
are
okay.
168th in the world, let's just say.
12, 15.
12, 15.
4,
425
how's that
what
heart
is?
rate?
Don't watch the heart rate. I have to start hiding that.
190.
I love the heart rate. 190 beats.
Always high, yeah.
That's.
Yeah.
I wish
December
my
the
heart would go
7th
that
last year.
That's great. Look at that average speed, 26.9 k.
We'll just round it up to 27.
27. That's sick.
You're 2 seconds behind CWAC, though.
CWAC.
We've got to change that.
Would you say that's your greatest life achievement on the bike?
No, sub 12. I'll say that for sub 12.
I reckon your greatest life achievement would be catching the women's TP when you were doing an individual TP. You can tell that story if you want, James.
Oh, just the in Portugal, the Olympic teams did a trial, and I was there as the reserve. And sort of the night before, Tim said, "Oh, have you thought about this trial?" And I said, "Oh, yeah, a bit. I want to race the girls." So took them on and destroyed them.
He got told not to pass them because it would have just wrecked them prior to the Olympics.
Yeah, Tim asked, "Oh, scheduled." I said, "Oh, maybe 14-7." He said, "How about 15-1s?"
Oh, poor girls.
No, they were. Thank you, girls. That was very helpful. And they did.
Probably
They did
a
ride
good
well.
motivation for both, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
That's
you
what I
got-
figured. Perfect race. Sort of PBs
They
are
probably
quite
don't
similar.
know.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool. What about worst day on the bike? We've gone through like
We haven't got the greatest life achievement yet.
Oh, okay, well, there you go. I thought we could like instead of giving a shit sandwich, we could just go, hey,
Right, worst
what's
down
the
the bike.
worst, and then the best.
Worst down the bike.
Yeah, worst day on the bike. I was thinking about this morning with Josh. We've shared a few days on the bike. But I reckon we rode out one day. I must have been doing a McLaren Vale loop or something, going out through the hills through Clarendon. And
How could that loop be bad?
well, it was a bit cold and wet to start with, and when we got down the hill into Clarendon Bakery, my pedal fell off the axle of its pedal. So we what was it? It was 40 k's or something from home. Or 30,
Yeah, it would be about Clarendon to yours.
Yeah, so we went through various phases of how to get back. Tried at points, just tough it out. Like, probably the most successful for a while. We were wearing shoe covers because it was wet. Get a big piece of bark, stuff it, take my shoe off. Go sock, bark, shoe cover, holding the bark in place, and
love
just
this.
ride on the spindle. Which that got us
bush mechanics. I love it.
Ingenuity at
I know,
its
right?
finest. Yeah.
that got us most of the way.
MacGyver of the track team, aren't you?
But ultimately, it just cooked my adductors from because I think actually once we got up the hill back into Belair, it just became try and hold, like just stay shoe clipped into the pedal and try and hold it on the spindle.
Yeah.
Which just cooked my adductors.
Holy shit.
So yeah, that wrote me off for a week or so, but got home. And the positive upside is that anytime I'm in Clarendon now, I know I'm going to get home because it can't be that bad.
It can't be that bad, hey?
At least once you hit to Windy, it was pretty much all down
Yeah,
for you.
Yeah, it's flying along Fullerton Road.
That's a pretty fucking bad day. Eh? On the flip side, greatest achievement.
Greatest achievement. Didn't put as much thought into this one. Maybe not greatest, but finishing the Warnie this year, I was pretty proud of.
Done better than me, mate. That was a shit day.
Yeah, probably it wasn't sort of the summer prep I was expecting, but didn't took it on and had a crack and got through in a decent group. Somewhere near the front, which was for my first one. And
So you first one?
yeah,
Shit.
yeah. and I had to track Oshie's week after that, or a couple of days. Yeah, a couple of days actually. Only after
pretty
that,
much flew back and then,
Saturday and started on Tuesday.
Oh, that is a shit prep for something.
Yeah.
That's
So
like the polar opposite.
yeah, you sort of like going into it, or maybe not, but had a crack at it anyway, and then
Oh, good.
yeah, the Oshies wasn't too bad. So that was a pretty
track nuts.
first
first IP win.
track nationals, first national title in the IP, and backed it up in the team pursuit. Yes, I was pretty proud of
That was
those.
the time. How was your time in the TP IP? Was it a national record? Did you beat?
No, so I was targeting the national record, which is 407.3.
Which is Connors.
Yeah. Ended up 408.1 or something. So it was a championship record. So the fastest time ridden at a nationals. Yep. Because Connors was done at the Oshies a couple of years ago.
Was it in New Zealand?
No, it was in Brisbane as well.
Oh, he's in Brisbane. Yeah.
Vegas.
And same again with the team pursuit, another championship record. So
There's a solid team you had for the TP though.
yeah, a few one young boy. But no, they're all moving really well. We were sort of 1, 2, 4, and 5 in the individual pursuit. So yeah.
Because what time did you ride in the TP? Was it
55?
Yeah. That's good for a
good
team.
State team.
Yeah, 3:55.
What does a typical day of track training look like for you?
It's sort of typical week. Like always carry through 2 gym sessions.
As much as Wang.
Been hitting the gym real hard lately.
I've sort of been moving. What we tried before the Turkey World Cup.
Sorry.
I was going more with the turkey slap. You were going with the noise.
Come on. Stop it.
It's not you, it's me.
We're sort of trying more of a like track days are track days, because a bit in the past, the Paris cycle, it was sort of try and do 2 or 3 hours in the morning and then come to track in the afternoon. But now we're just committed sort of 2 days a week to just track and go double track on those days. And when we're in, we're going hard, and otherwise, you've just got to maintain that.
So like
road
sort
volume.
of you'd go and, so to speak, you go into the office, do your morning session, have a big break and stay there, or do you?
Yeah, pretty much stay there. Just head across to the Jeps Cross Home Centre and Subway
sleep on
and
the bed.
coffee culture.
Because I work 2 days a week in the office in front of the Superdrome. I have noticed the price of fucking Subway now. It is ridiculous. For a fucking sandwich.
Mate, I went to Subway yesterday, actually.
Sandwich artiste.
Sub no way. Yeah, you're not paying for the RT.
They've got one of their new Caesar wrap that they do.
Sorry, Jimmy.
Oh, you're-
Derailed him.
And it was in a combo meal for $24.
I saw a family
The fuck?
feast for Subway.
1 foot long. And
Hang on,
what do you get cookies with it? 3? That's not a common meal. 1 cookie and a drink.
And a drink.
$24.
$24. I'm going to the pub to get a fucking palmy and pine if I'm paying $24.
you get a bloody cheesy garlic tail from One Sneaky.
Just on that, what's your favourite sub?
Yeah, there you go.
steak and cheese.
I've never had a steak and
Never
cheese.
had one.
Yes!
I'm going to go get one this week.
The best Chipotle steak.
Okay.
What's yours?
On what bread?
White.
I like white.
Oh, the match made in heaven.
What do you
What's
say,
yours?
my Jimmy?
Jimmy Brink.
What's my? I don't know. I just sort of stick to the like a turkey or a meatball, whatever.
More turkey.
I don't.
Cool.
Yeah. Whatever.
I'm like 9 times out of 10 it's steak and cheese.
Okay.
And then the 10 out of 10 is a double meat BMT.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, a little BMT. Yeah, whatever.
Just
really.
like you.
All the salami.
I don't mind the rye, a little malted rye, whatever it's called. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I used to get the oat
The oat one.
one.
Honey oat.
Good.
Honey oat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if it's around anymore.
I don't know if they do anymore.
They used to have a place next door, Walking Noodles.
Yeah, gone.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
There, your work.
Walking in the door.
Yeah, they walked off.
walked out of here.
They walked out.
Oh dear.
So aside from Subway, how else do you balance your time off your bike?
Yeah, I'm almost through a uni degree, which I've been chipping away at since I graduated school. So 7
Which wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, 7 years ago now.
Like, Wang's been out of school for fucking 50 years.
I finished school before you started.
They were chipping on stones back then.
Yeah, actually, what year did you start school?
2005.
Oh, fuck,
No,
mate.
Qualified electrician.
I was going to say, was I? Yeah.
I was junior world champ in 96 and I'd already quit school.
You old, motherfucker. You
Fucking
old.
hell. Holy shit.
But yeah, I've actually been good this semester. I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Got 5 subjects to go. We'll have 3 after this semester. So
What are you studying?
business and commerce.
That's right.
Yep.
You take up a bit of golf as well.
Yeah, golf with Josh, my housemate, as well. Bit of coffee otherwise. And
Coffee. Do you have a decent setup at home?
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty happy with it for now. Yeah, it's no Lamazocco, but
Not like
Hey,
Connor.
look, I've got a rocker. It's pretty good.
yeah, we just got dual boiler, Breville dual boiler, and
They're like the Toyota.
VS3.
They're like the Toyota of the.
It's
the
pretty
coffee.
pretty
yeah,
reliable.
They're fun.
Yeah.
What do you got? A DeLonghi?
I've got a DeLonghi, but not.
Yes, he does. That was a perfect setup.
well played. Sorry, sports fans.
Edit that out.
These fortnightly episodes now, there's just a bit of a longing in the air.
Oh, dear. What else we got here? Now, I didn't know if you touched on this before, but who or what has been your biggest inspiration throughout?
You did that
Well, you
one.
were on your fucking
Did?
phone.
No, I
Yeah,
wasn't.
he's Snapchatting.
Come on, mate.
Okay. all
yeah,
good.
you can tune into the
I'll
episode.
listen to that tomorrow when we upload it. Can you describe the thought process or emotion before a big race? Any pre-race rituals, superstitions, anything like that?
Bicarb, anything.
Double chop.
Yeah. It is a pretty funny one, and it kind of like varies with how much you're doing at the time. So you can definitely get the process. Well, yeah, I guess that's the first thing, is that you start with the process, and it's all process driven rather than results. And at that point, you sort of go, oh, well, if we've done everything we can, and you get beaten by a faster team, there's not much you can do about it. But if I start with pre-race rituals, what I've been doing since very early in the piece, just notes on my
Love this.
phone. They're pretty simple these days, but just sort of go start time, 45 minutes before that, start warm up. When we're leaving at the track, when we start the bicarb supplementation,
Yeah.
and when my last big meal is, and that's about all it is these days. But
So, what is a big meal?
big
all
meal on a race day, just team pursuit, probably. Ideally, if you get away early in the morning, it'll just be like a bit of cereal and yogurt. But yeah, if it's later in the day, rice and scrambled eggs,
Yeah.
rice and tuna,
Yeah.
or rice and honey if you're not even that keen. But
I've seen a lot of that at the moment. Rice and honey, like runners do it as well. Yeah, I love it.
yeah, just get the quick carbs in, bit of low GI.
How good.
But yeah, so that's sort of something just to keep me on track, and just so that you're really actually limiting the thought process on the day, from a process perspective. So you can just get in there, keep yourself on time. But other than that, we're in a pretty good place as a team. Sort of don't actually really touch paths that often throughout the warm-up process. So that's about 45 minutes.
Do you all have your own separate warm-up?
They're all pretty... There's sort of 3 that most people will choose one of.
Okay.
So yeah, you're not always doing exactly the same thing at exactly the same time, but there's a couple key moments that you all sort of do come together. And it's always good to see each other just psyching themselves up and getting in the zone, and always pretty nervous before a race, but most of the time everyone's pretty honest with themselves about what they're feeling, and that strategy going into the race, because you can't communicate out there at all. It's all done beforehand on what everyone trusts that themselves and the others on the team are good for.
Yeah.
And really, as soon as the countdown starts, and especially once the gun goes, it's just everything out of the window, and as in all nerves out of the window, and you're just in the zone. And from that point, you're just checking things off. Just get down to the black line. Once you come through for the lap, get in your extensions, sit there, breathe, wait for your first turn, deliver that, and just always breathing once you're on the wheel, and just getting ready to go on the front. So, is
that the biggest thing you find? When you're in there, you just go, I've got to remember to actually breathe, as opposed to
yeah, it's a good cue. Straight out of the start, a lot of people hold their breath, but
Hick maneuver.
Again, once you're in the wheels, it's just always breathing, because that's the first thing that can sort of get you back on track. When you're not recovering out there, you're always
shallow breathing.
Yeah, but you're always burning energy while you're out there. You're not recovering, but you're sort of limiting that.
Yeah.
Shortness of
now,
breath.
are you headphones on, pre-game G up, or how do you go into it?
Yeah, I've got this one playlist that I pretty much only listen to while I'm warming up. Always in the same order.
Yeah.
So just before I get up on the rollers, just start that, and off we go. But another one actually did draw from the crowd. It was a big one we learnt in Birmingham. Well, it was actually London for the Commonwealth Games. It's incredible. It can be pretty overawing. That London Velodrome is ridiculous. And the British crowd is super knowledgeable and super loud.
Yeah.
But rather than sort of, getting lost in the moment, you can just use the energy of that crowd, even if it is an English guy on the track racing. Just take the excitement from that and just build from that energy for yourselves.
That's cool.
So it's a balance of being away doing your own thing, but then also being present in the track and actually getting a sense of the occasion. And
yeah, super cool.
Oh, that's cool.
You gonna speak, Matthew?
Yeah. Favourite bike or group set? Whether that's one that you have ridden at the moment or a dream build, what would it be?
One by Shimano GRX Canada.
Wonder who
Great mechanic. Great mechanic.
I'm actually currently on a Super 6 Evo with ORd3r and Zip 404s.
In the last few weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah, rest in peace. It's living on. But probably... I reckon dream build. There's been a couple cool bikes coming out of a shop in Brisbane. Just these crit machines, aeroframe, massive
Which,
1x ring.
Quick plug, which shop?
Tandem Co.
Love it.
Yeah.
We're good today to team in the Prevale.
They're pretty often BMCs actually.
Many moons ago. Yeah, it's good. It's a good part of the world.
They But some of these bikes, just 80mm wheels, massive 1x chain ring.
Absolute crit pigs, though.
Yeah, that would probably, if I could have something like that, not worry about training in the hills or anything, and build something like that, or go the other way and go super light.
That's I did see actually I think it was one of the Uno X guys riding those Ridley aeroframes, and it was in Italian colours. Fuck, it looked good. Actually, no, sorry, it was the 7-Eleven colours. Yeah. Fuck, it looks good. Would cop one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, it's real nice.
What about breakfast? Food's your...
We touched on it before.
We did.
Are you a breakfast eater? And if so, what's your go-to?
Yeah, 100% breakfast.
Yep.
Normally, well, I sort of go through phases. If the sort of thick raisin toast is on sale, I'll get that.
Delicious.
But only for tough price. Or on clearance.
I know it's kind of off. Hot cross buns still is a thing. Maybe are you fruitless or fruit?
Fruit,
Thank
yeah.
you.
And I've put away a lot of bags this year.
Yeah.
Did you get them on Boxing Day when they first come out?
Probably, yeah, because we were at National Madison, so it would have been tucking in during the Omnium.
2 hot cross buns.
That's it.
Wow, I had one this morning actually before I jumped on the ergo. It was great.
After Easter.
During the hike.
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah.
But otherwise, it's those Wheat Bix bites or these like
Oh, yeah.
fruity bites. Maybe?
Fruity bites?
Yeah, little pillowy things.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a bit
Mini
of
wheat?
cereal.
Mini wheats.
Something like that, but they have fruit
They're
in the
still
middle.
around. They were
so good.
Yeah.
They were good,
Yeah,
yeah.
I used to smash those
Yeah.
mini bites, whatever they are.
As well.
Oh, I'm not.
Dry, just
I think we should see if you can eat a Wheat Bix dry on the pod
Oh.
Yes.
with a teaspoon of cinnamon.
under what time?
Right now.
Like time limit?
No time limit.
No time limit.
Easy,
You won't
mate.
get it done.
Whatever.
No, you
You won't
won't.
get it down.
Yeah, well, we did it. We used to do it at school
won't
as
get it down.
under 5 minutes.
Children.
Under 5.
Yeah, done.
Just looking around for
So,
Wheat Bix.
Jimmy,
What are your plans for? We don't have this question on here, but what are your plans for this season?
Unusual for you to digress.
Well, we got race next weekend, Barry Skinner Classic.
Yep.
In Barry, go to Mount Gambier a few weeks after that, and then we have a track race in Japan just after that. That's about it, to be honest. They're just probably just looking to take in a quiet year at home.
Super Series with Keystone later.
Yeah, Super Series. Hopefully Track Worlds, and we're doing the prep for that in Adelaide this year. So
When are Track Worlds?
late October.
Yep.
So other than that, just enjoy your time at home. Quiet year, because next year there'll be a few trips away.
Yeah. Any road stuff with Keish?
Yeah, I'll probably look at. I haven't raced overseas on the road before, so maybe start with a few like 2.2s or.
Yep.
Probably in China. Thank you, body wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eye Lake. You get fit over there. Jesus.
Matthew.
Right. Yes.
What do we got for GB?
Yeah.
GD.
General discussion, eh?
Yeah, thank you.
Gravel Nats, as we know, were all yesterday, so we had quite a few South Aussies actually featured pretty well. Mark O'Brien took the dub in the men's solo by about a minute, I heard.
What was the distance? Was it
102k.
102k.
2 laps.
So not that long on gravel.
I don't know if that's long or short. Average just
can't remember
30k an hour.
Yeah, it was about 3 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah, Trekkie was saying that it wasn't the most technical of courses and not as long.
Couldn't have been at that speed, but I saw Marco's watts, and his average watts were like, not his normalised, were like 300 and something.
For 3 hours.
Yeah. But he dropped his chain as well, so he had to chase to get back on and then went solo. I know that.
As you do.
I know Ivan was up the dirt or up the road. What do we say? Up the dirt.
If we're going
early
to run
on.
red, take dirt road. Yeah.
No. He was in an early break, but I think there was a 5-up sprint for second,
Oh, that's
and
cool.
Didn't flinch.
No,
I did
Cam-
see
didn't
that.
even-
Cam
Hear
Scott
it.
won that.
Yeah.
Won the sprint for second,
I did see that.
and then Trekkie was
Trekkie,
third,
and then Matt the Beard.
Birdie was fourth, Benno 9th,
How good.
Curtis 12th.
Solid field.
Yeah,
Stacked.
yeah. I think a few of the couple of the guest picks guys got medals in their age categories.
Yeah.
Bernd Kobloff, I think she got third in her age category.
She race.
Yep.
Good on her.
Resident co-host. Did she?
The resident co-host that's here sometimes, she ran fourth in her first gravel race, so it's not a bad
Shit's
effort.
collecting dust, mate.
She scratch and sniff won the women's elites. Who got second? Sophie Marr, I think.
No, Talia.
Oh, Talia Appleton. Yeah. And then Ella Blue or someone third.
Yeah. Blue. Yeah.
Run third.
Yeah.
And then Tori fourth.
Nice.
How good.
So, yeah, seems to be a
Kudos to
success.
Heaps.
That world tour. Like, this is my favourite time of year. Seeing all the classics.
They're about to wrap up with all the classics after this weekend, aren't they?
Have you been watching them?
Yeah.
Oh, Roubaix. Oh.
How good was Roubaix? Would have Poggy... Well, I don't think... Do you reckon you put the fucking mockers on him? You said Poggy will win unless he crashes, and he crashed.
No, I don't
he
think
would have won?
No,
It would have been a duel.
Vandy would have fucked him up.
Yeah, but I reckon VP... If he comes to the velodrome with MVP, he's going to lose.
Yes.
Yeah. But 3 in a row for MVP.
Been a great classic. Skelmoser won.
Did you
Yeah,
see
how
the
good was
last
that?
kilometre of Flesh Wallon?
Poggy.
Yeah.
Just rode him off his wheel.
That was
Just
hard.
honestly, that was the only time where I've questioned him having a motor.
Because you look at him when...
Yeah, at the same time,
was
he
just
just
like,
But did you see when
he looked so fried.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the grey.
I've never
like,
seen him
dust
that
down
tired.
from
oh,
his
he
phone
did.
card.
He looked
Yeah.
like an old man.
Yeah.
Hey, it was like, he looked like
But 17% in the saddle and
It was
riding
fucked
away
up.
from people.
No, it'd been wet all day as well, so probably a bit of rain in the eyes. But
yeah.
Yeah, he needs a bit of a... Do you reckon he needs a break before tour? Surely he's going to pull up stumps for a bit after tonight.
I would.
Fuck, he's been racing flat out since UAE.
I still go back to what we've said, and I'd like to hear your thoughts around these pros not being like having these 20-year careers like they've used to. Like, what do you think all these pros are gonna like their longevity in the sport?
Or as in how intense, like how long the seasons
No,
are
how
these
long their
days?
careers
or-
are.
Fair
Sorry.
race.
Yeah, well, I guess the seasons are dragging out a bit, aren't they? Like,
Start
and their
early.
peaks.
Finishing at the end of
Yeah.
October, really,
Yeah.
now, aren't they?
Yeah, I guess it'll just be interesting to see, like, because you're also starting super young with guys still in under 17s now, with interest from these pro teams. So,
That's why.
yeah, it will be interesting to see as they progress and actually get older, sort of what impact that will have. But
This is kind of the first like generation of
yeah,
that,
and
right?
they're still, well, before they're like normally you'd say peak in early 30s, and they're still well younger than that.
Yeah, like you look at Wout and Vandy. Like how I don't even think they're not even 30 yet.
And you reckon they're done?
So-
Yeah. It's like, oh, is Wout done? I'm like, bro, he's like, nah, he's just had like injuries.
Bridesmaid. Fourth is his favourite colour.
Yeah, I still like him. I love an underdog.
Yeah.
There is the back end of the science around recovery and fueling, and that has changed a lot over the years too.
Yeah.
It might help,
Yeah, true.
but I still don't think it's going to take them as long as far through into their 30s as some of the others.
Yeah, agreed.
Who's going to win tonight, the age? What's your prediction?
I would love to see Remco because
You
seeing
look cooked, though, in last week.
Remco and Poggy like battle it out, that was great.
Yeah.
It was just nice to just
Not
not
bad.
see one. It was the same thing in cyclocross when Wout and Vandy came up in cyclocross, right? One of them would just go off the front, and literally it's an hour race, and they'd be off the front for 45 minutes, and it was boring.
Yeah.
Like, it's an awesome feat of strength, but like it was just fucking boring. But anyway, so I hope that my money.
Hope, but who do you think is going to... There's two different...
No, I'm putting my money. Sorry, thank you, Matthew. No, I'm still gonna go with Remy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
My what's my ghosty? My
Yeah.
my what's the other word for it? Can't
Ruffy.
Smoky.
Ruffy, Smoky.
Yeah.
Ben Healy.
That's going to be my
Yeah, he's
Smoky as
fucking
well,
good.
yeah.
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 I know nothing. Don't ask me.
Can Bling get any better than fourth or fifth?
I was going to say that's my Bling top 5,
Yeah, of course.
Ruffy, Mr.
That's
Consistent.
as safe as houses.
Given.
and Poggy will be hard to beat, but I would also like to see Remco win.
Love it. What about you?
Yeah, Poggy, I can't see him beating him, even though he looked tired.
Smoky, Ruffy.
Yeah, I was going to say Ben Healy as well.
Yeah, he's good on the bike.
Long range
Yeah.
attack.
Long range.
Yeah, and Bling for fifth, for sure. Shout out to you, Bling, if you listen.
Are we shouting out? What's this one? What are we talking?
Yeah, Alex, mechanical sympathy.
Do you know? Yes. So mechanical sympathy. Do you know what that means?
No.
Sympathise with you because you're a mechanic.
No. Mechanical sympathy, like having sympathy for the bits and pieces that build up your machine, whether that be car, bike, trailer, fucking helicopter.
Right.
Because I've seen some stuff.
Seen some shit.
Some
Yeah.
bicycles keep coming to my house that have been through.
Is this the real Chamois again?
Not just the real Chamois.
Oh, mine was. I was
Well, your
gonna
brother's
say.
not here, so it's not his bike.
You have cleanliness sympathy / an idea
OCD.
of what's going
OCD,
on with
yeah,
your
yeah.
bicycle.
Yeah.
But mechanical sympathy, like knowing what a part can do and actually respecting that, and then before it snaps off
Yeah,
and it's
replacing it.
catastrophically failed, getting it seen to.
Yeah.
Yeah? You're on board with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Who is it? Is it? I think it's your bike. Is it?
No.
I have a bike that's at my house currently. I won't say
No.
who it is, and
Is it
I know
S5?
that they don't listen. But I rolled back the hoods to bleed
Oh,
grey,
yeah.
and
Oh.
I was like, dude.
Just like
when was your bike last service?
salt.
And they said a year or so ago.
Salt, bar under the bar tape,
Yeah.
corrosion. That's how bars snap.
Just a
100%.
shout out to the people, just to keep in mind that things do wear out. It can put
And you
yourself in
can't always see
danger.
them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Especially as we get into the wet weather stuff.
especially if also that bike's been on Swift.
Very true. Yeah.
That's why you got to keep
Those
the
who
bike.
Zwift need to make sure their sweat's going places it shouldn't.
Yeah, on the towel, you've got to have your handlebars.
I
Right there.
always, even when I didn't have the kicker,
Yeah.
I had, or the Wahoo bike, whatever it is called these days. I always had a different bike to what I was racing out on the road.
Yeah.
Because you'd lift it off and you'd check like the stem bolts and all that. It
Oh,
was
it's disgusting. Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah, for those of you that like, I thrash the bejesus out of my tools, my car, my bike, but I make sure that I check them and that they work, so it keeps me safe.
I love it.
So it should
Good
be
shout
the
out.
same. Yeah.
Be safe.
Alex?
It has winter has almost hit too down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't like it. It gets dark too early.
It does get
Yeah.
dark, really.
Just can't.
Probably dark already.
it would
Anywho,
What have we got, Alex? You've got some notable
I
mentions.
know it's pretty cool actually because I reckon Saundo could probably limbo under an elephant, but he's in Africa, not on a safari currently. What is he actually doing, Wang?
They've got some race over there for his team, though. Him and I forgot to mention Zachy. They're both gone over there.
Yep. So not hanging out with the elephant.
No, they're
Lion.
not.
Tigers,
They've actually got a race in Africa somewhere with their
Rhinoceros.
team. What's it? Is it 7-Eleven team there with, aren't they?
Excellent noodles. Yeah.
So they're over there for a couple of weeks. So
Nice.
Yeah.
And
Good luck.
I've got a shout out to Potty Listener.
yeah, we spoke about this last episode
yeah.
about
Ian
his
Cocker.
wine bar that he
Cocker or
opened.
Cokers?
Coker.
Cocker
Cokers?
sounds
Yeah,
good.
Coker.
Phallic.
Yeah, it does.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But he's opened a wine bar called, what's that? Bar
Spetimus, is it?
Spetimus?
House
Yeah.
of Cheese and Wine, and that is located at 220 Grenfell Street. And he will be doing some watch parties for the Tour de France this
Yes.
year.
He will. So just keep an eye on the socials or chuck him a follow. It's just under Bar Spetimus, I believe, on the socials.
I'm just
Whatever,
going to have
however
a
you
look.
pronounce it.
Ian-
Spetimus Adelaide.
There you go. That's the one.
Ian,
Sorry, Septimus.
Spetimus, yeah.
can Ian message in the pod tell us how he came up with the name, please?
Sure. Ian, if you're listening.
Oh, it's down there. It's down. Sorry, listeners. It's sort of in the East End precinct, but on the Grenfell side. So it's quite a nice little
Looks nice.
Yeah.
location. Oh, I might have to give that a bit of a taste test.
Some Savvy B.
No, not some Savvy B. Has one drink and.
What would your pick be? I wasn't even drinking Savvy B. I was drinking gin.
Thank you, listeners, and
Some
sommelier Matthew.
limoncello.
I think Jed from Reform was trying to kill us with the first one.
Yeah, he was.
They were good.
So let's jump right in. The main reason why we exist. Let's see who's been spinning up the summit this week and check out the times for the folks who have been giving us a show. It might be the fast guys. It definitely is the fast guys this week because I did not do any slow ones. It might be everyone in between, but like we said, we'll dive into their rides and data a little bit more robustly and we will see who and what has caught our eyes on the leaderboards for some picked for some fun and analysis because there only is one hand pick. Jimmy.
Who was our fastest man?
The
Jimmy.
fastest man of the week is Average Joe with a 12:41.
Not so average.
Probably his fifth Supers win in a row, I reckon.
Do you win supers?
Up Norton, you do.
Do you win
Pretty
Chop?
much ends at the top of Norton, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you win chop? 100% you win chop.
Well, now there's an actual finish line, so people can actually win it as
But
previously.
are you
There is
saying
a
you're
slight.
saying it's a good
there is
ride?
there used to be a lot more emphasis on you have to chop the whole time
to go for the
to
win.
go for the win,
Yeah.
but that's been not enforced for a number of years now.
Yes.
I remember getting yelled at a number of times to get out of the way, and I was like, "Motherfucker, you've been sitting on the back the
Motherfucker, you
whole
mean?
time."
Motherfucker, what?
But there used to be no finish line in the old course. It was just whenever Petit
4
Perrine
laps
got
to
in
go.
front.
Yeah. You are hard on Petit Perrine right
Poor
now.
guy alone.
He's going to kill me
He's going
tomorrow.
to kill you. He's going to stick something in your nose, I reckon.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do we got for the ladies?
And fastest female of the week under my
Interstate girl, this one.
dilemma
Under my
Yes.
dilemma.
from the Sunshine State.
What's she
Yes.
got for average watties?
219 watts, 1757, which is a
PB?
PB.
How good?
Maybe first time, potentially.
Yeah, I was going to say.
As a
179 beats
Queenslander.
so she was pushing.
She's pushing it.
Pushing. When was that?
That was
yesterday.
That was as a bit of a
Friday.
warm-up for gravel nuts. She raced gravel nuts.
How good? Matthew.
Alrighty, I have the men's bracket. So we have the Freshie Prince of Bel-Air here. He's rolled out a 1317, sorry. Not far off of his PB, which is 1254. 381 watties at 172 beats per minute. So that was yesterday, was it? 26th?
Yeah.
Yep, so potentially on supers. We then have Mr. Consistent. We haven't seen him around for a little while. Been laying low, but he's rolled out a 1326, which is just a Z2 for him. Still pumped out 468 watts at a 1326.
Laying low, eating cake.
I was going to say, he's packed it on a bit.
A bit of a headwind yesterday.
Was there in the morning, Hetty?
Yeah.
168 beats per minute. We then have Han Solo. He's got a PB of 1307. He's run out of 1327. No power, but a 181.
I did have a little bit of a check on his Strava. He's been doing like your old and Chamois thing, just trying to smash to get a PB.
Oh, is he?
So he wants a name change.
He wants the name. He wants the name change. Didn't even know
He
yet.
wants the name change.
Well, I'm glad
He's been
we've,
trying to get the PB. So the form's there. He's just,
Form's there, yeah. I mean, just listen to Wang's weather, and then we can pick a good day for him.
Yeah.
We then have Hot Under the Collar, also not far off his PB.
Yeah.
1313, but he's rolled out a 1335 at 361. No heart rate.
32.
We would have been on supers. And then we also have Mumbo number 105 at a 1338, 329 watts. Good effort, boys.
Love it. Alex.
Nice. Well, looks like Under My Dilemma's made it in twice.
Oh.
But that's okay.
Who does our
No,
spreadsheet?
that's okay. So McMurtry Sperling has done an 1841. No power or heart rate. PB possibly 1757, maybe, if Kashi's got that right. R2DI2 with a 1924 on yesterday after chop.
1841 PB.
Yep. Ding Dong also with a 1924. Looks like these three ladies were all together, along with McLovin's sister. They've all done 1924. And lastly, Bushwhacker with a 1925, 223 watts at 162 beats per minute.
Nice work, girls.
Who has the hand pick this week?
I've got the hand pick.
Yeah.
I've got Cooking Apple. Yeah, the podcast. Not a
Granny
PB,
Smith.
but
Might be a PB at the other end.
yeah. Look, today.
What do they call that?
I don't know. It grabbed my attention. I felt like it was only 76 women that went up the summit this week,
What was there?
and she was the wooden spooner.
It's been a bit cold this week.
And I was just thinking, it wasn't the best
Not the
of
best
days
weather.
today. So massive kudos to Cooking Apple. Did a 38-36 today. No power, no heart rate, but I feel like
Average speed?
average speed was 8.6.
Okay, let's see if we can get up to 10 kilometres an hour.
That's
Cooking Apple?
I feel like she's in the trenches there. She's doing it tough.
We don't know what bike she was on. She
should have
might
been
on a
riding
fucking
one bloody
unicycle.
leg, one spindle.
Yeah.
She
Might have
just
fallen
been getting
off.
home.
She might
I know.
have bought
Change the
pedals
puncture,
off
who knows?
Jimmy from
Yeah.
Marketplace.
Marketplace, yeah.
You sneaky.
So Cooking Apple, good work. Shout out.
Very good.
Weather for this week. Han Solo. Listen.
Yes. Tomorrow is the pick of the days. Every other day there's going to be some southeasters. So, tomorrow there's some southwesters. So, Han Solo, if you're trying to get that PB and get the name change, tomorrow is the go.
Nice. You've done it to us again with this 4 chapters
Yep.
of fucking shit going
I know,
on.
and I
You need
haven't.
to
I don't
sort
have to
this
read
shit
it out.
You do.
It's not even in order.
When I'm doing this run sheet, I'll do how I want.
Adelaide Hills Cycling Club, Sunday 11th of May, Harrogate Road Race. Adelaide Masters Cycling Club, Sunday 4th of May, Outer Harbour, Watt.
That's
Downhill.
Just out of harbour, mate.
Okay.
That's
There's only one
this-
course they use.
That's this week.
Gravity Girls South Australia, Sunday the 18th of May, Fox Creek Downhill Race. Also Gravity Girls South Australia, luckily. Saturday 31st of May, Eagle Park Mountain Bike Park, the dual slalom. Inside Line Mountain Bike Club, Sunday the 18th and Sunday the 25th. They've got State Series Downhill, one at Wollonga and one at Mount Torrens. Moving on, we've got Mount Gambier Cycling Club, 17th of May. They've got the 100-mile classic. Following that,
You're doing that, Jimmy, you said?
18th of May.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yep, they'll have the Kermes champs around the lake.
Around the lake.
And then coming up this weekend,
This
Saturday
weekend.
the 3rd of May, 51st Annual Riverland Cycling Weekend.
Noms have not closed yet. I think they close tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay.
tomorrow I need to get in.
11:59 p.m.
I've got a bike, maybe.
Get in there.
Not fit though.
Support it.
And then on the 4th of May, the Sunday, you've got the Barmera Criterium.
Yep.
PACC Cycling Club Moto Pace Track and Road.
Now, just
I
on
do
that as
believe
well.
we've had a shout-out request to
We
get
have.
some riders for the motorbike.
Yes, correct.
Training will be provided.
Don't
Don't need a motorbike licence.
Yeah,
yeah.
Barnaby is looking for some drivers for the motos because they're a little bit short. So
I would do it, but I'm busy Thursday. Sorry.
reach out
would
to
do it, but I
us
would rather
or
motos.
to Port Adelaide Cycling Club if you're available on Thursday night, 6:30 to 8:30 to ride a moto. And I did mention on last episode about the lights and not being able to use them. That has been solved.
Oh, you
They have-
chuck the squatters out?
No, I think the squatters are still there. They have relocated the switch into the other club rooms, so now the lights can be turned
So
on.
the switch was with the squatters.
Yeah.
Yeah. And instead
they've
of
located
kicking
the
them
switch.
out,
They
they've
moved
just
the
moved
switch.
the switch.
Well, I don't think
Alright.
they can kick him out.
Why not?
No, I don't. Possession is 9/10 of the law, isn't it?
Of the switch.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Anyway, so they're all good now.
Moving on, we've got PACC again, Saturday 10th of May and 17th of May. They're doing cyclocross skills session.
Cross his back.
Cross
And
his back.
lastly, PACC, Sunday the 25th of May, Crossfire Cup Round 1.
Yes.
Italy location to be determined.
Yes.
Yeah, there wasn't a location.
They usually
they
do
it
that.
last minute.
Listeners at home, they do it last minute so people can't ride the course and
fuck it up.
and fuck it up. But honestly, let's be honest, no one uses the parts that they do cross in anyway. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. I'll shut up now.
It's your turn.
It's my turn.
You can restart.
Ladies, gentlemen, Matthew, boys,
Hello.
girls, all creatures in between. Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate it.
James.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck. I know it's not on there. I'm sorry. But good luck for this year and next year. Fucking smash it.
And we hope to have you on board for Super Series again.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Are you going to do Masters this year with me?
Sorry, I don't race.
You will be racing.
I'm right.
Just not Adelaide. You'll be
Racing
racing.
across mountains on my feet.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's pretty
tracker.
good. If you listeners have enjoyed yourself, why don't you give us a follow through your favourite podcast app and access all our episodes through YouTube as well. Please subscribe, hit the bell icon. Huh.
We're also all over the socials.
Dark this.
Where
What
will
happened,
you-
Matthew?
I was reading the joke
Aw.
info and let you know when new episodes are out, along with other podcast news information. And if you want to support the podcast, head to our Buy Me a Coffee page. And if you donate, we'll give you a shout out on the podcast next
actually
week.
usually just stop drinking coffee because we haven't had any donations.
Yeah, I'm fucking real
Had to go
bad.
to like
Yeah.
Makona.
Content.
Mockna.
International.
International
roast.
Mocking with your fuckisher. We would love your feedback and to know your thoughts, so hit us up and let's have a chat through our Facebook or Instagram page and shoot through an email to radelaidesummit@gmail.com. And with that,
gets checked.
So, I've had the uni student at my house a fair bit recently.
Yeah, we know.
He's back again shortly for my
Unfortunately.
birthday.
is he?
Anyway, I
When's
wasn't
your birthday?
No, it's soon. A couple weeks. Anyway,
What day?
I wasn't even there, but he likes to use a lot of water to stay clean.
Was this when he washed a pair of white socks in one load once?
Look,
Can you confirm or deny that?
do you know what? I have to admit, it fucking works.
Yeah, it does. But did he do it or
Did you-
not?
I wash all of my white socks in one load now.
Yeah, not just one pair.
No. Anyway, and so yeah, it's naturally he's using a lot of water to stay clean apparently, and my water bill has gone through the roof. So I messaged him. I was like, dude, I can't afford this.
Yeah.
And he sent me a card that said, "Get well soon."
Thanks, team. Thanks, Jimmy.
See ya.
See you on the
See you at the
summit.
summit.
Bye-bye.